তো আগে চলে আসছে তো ওড়িয়ে
ये तो वेरी शॉर्ट। अरे हम ध्यान में फंस गए दोनों तरफ ये हील पाइप रोक
the supreme soul, space came into being. From space, wind. From wind, fire. From fire, water. From water, earth. From earth, plants. From plants, food. From food, animals and humans came into existence.
Jamshedpur Book Fair, organized by the Tagore Society, Jamshedpur. It is an absolute pleasure to have you join us today for the inauguration of this celebration of knowledge, imagination, and culture. The book fair has been organized to promote the joy of reading, to support our talented authors and publishers, and to provide a platform where readers of all ages can come together to explore the magic of books. We are indeed honored to have with us today Dr. Angela Tagore, Vice Chancellor, Jamshedpur Women's University, as our chief guest, and Mr. Rituraj Sinha, Managing Director, Tata Steel Utilities and Infrastructure Services Limited, as our guest of honor this evening. Thank you for honoring us with your presence today. To show our appreciation and extend a warm welcome, we would like to present you with a token of our gratitude. Thank you, ma'am. Next, our guest of honor, Mr. Rituraj Sinha. Tagore Society. President Tagore Society to deliver the welcome address.
Professor Dr. Angela Tagore, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Women's University, Jamshedpur, our chief guest of this evening, Sri Rituraj Sinha, Managing Director, Tata Steel Utility and Infrastructure Services Limited, our guest of honor, other dignitaries on the dais, members of Tagore Society and Governing Council, our invited guests, ladies, gentlemen, dealers, and most importantly, the booksellers who have housed their stores over here, and our friends from media. It's my great privilege and has been honored to welcome you all in this 38th book fair ceremony. Well, knowledge and intelligence rules over other things. The human race amongst the animal kingdom rules over others, and the most intelligent people of the nation, countries who have intelligent, more intelligent people, they rule over others. These are hard facts. So, these things are realized. Previously, the CEO of our Greek Veda, the most ancient source of knowledge. At that time, we had no writing facility. So, the knowledge was passed verbally. And then came the writing materials and books are available. So, knowledge was stored in books. And today, the media, the electronic media has advanced. You can only deliver the message and the information quickly, but still books remains the main source of knowledge. As everybody, all the leaders and whoever has signed on this world because of their knowledge. The Elon Musk is the richest person only because of his intelligence. He is not a retailer or industrialist or anything. So, what is the purpose of books here? We know books are available in the stores, one can go and purchase it. Our society endeavor is to make this a festive occasion. Like a festival, people come well dressed with their friends, have food court and purchase in large numbers. So that's the purpose of book fair here. And incidentally, this is 38th book fair so far. With this, I welcome you all. Our Dr. Angela Tagore has a very curious and brilliant academic career. She got an MA degree in economics, which is a gold medal and first position. Then we got a fellowship in further studies. And so many positions she held. Today she is Vice Chancellor of Women's University. Prior to that, she was Vice Chancellor of University in Chhattisgarh.
ওটাই তো
I worked in Tata Steel, various executive and administrative boards, particularly booksellers who have put up their stalls over here. This special mention, the amount of physical surgery they are having. So some of them would like to know that some of them are here for the beginning, so more than so holding the bookshop over here. So welcome and so that the programs are highlighted everything. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for those kind words. Now it is an honor and privilege to invite our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Jamshedpur, to address the gathering.
All the distinguished officials on the dais and all esteemed citizens of the Jamshedpur city present over here. First of all, I congratulate the Tagore Society for organizing such a wonderful event, Jamshedpur Book Fair 2024. And I came to know that this is the 28th that book fair they are organizing this year. So I really, my heartfelt congratulations for organizing such a fruitful event. We all know that आज की जो दुनिया है सोशल मीडिया की दुनिया है और हम में से ज़्यादातर लोग खासतौर से आज का जो यूथ है यंग जनरेशन है दे आर एसोसिएटेड विद सोशल मीडिया टू मच वो सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म में सब कुछ कर रहे हैं और बुक्स के लिए हम ये देख रहे हैं कि धीरे धीरे इंटरेस्ट खत्म होता जा रहा है। मुझे याद आता है कि जब हम लोग छोटे थे और जब घर में कुछ मैगजीन्स आती थी तो कितना इंटरेस्ट हमारा रहता था कि कब हॉकर आ रहा है बुक लेकर के, कब आ रहा है मैगजीन लेके, कब हमें कहाँ से जो कुछ प्रदर्शनी लगा करती थी, बुक्स की एग्जीबिशंस लगा करती थी। हम लोग इतने क्यूरियस होते थे और इतने छोटे छोटे हमसे तब की बात कर रहे हैं कि हम लोग इतने क्यूरियस होते थे कि कब जाए एग्जीबिशन में और ये वो बुक्स खरीद करके ले आए और हमने बहुत इंजॉय किया बुक्स को पढ़ना। और ये सच ही कहा गया है कि बुक्स आर नॉट बेस्ट और किसी भी स्थिति में आप कैसे भी हो, आप दुखी हो, आप खुश हो, आप ट्रैवल कर रहे हो, आप खाली बैठे हो, आपके पास कोई कंपनी नहीं हो, किसी भी स्थिति में आप बुक्स का सहारा लेकर के उनको पढ़ के आप बहुत एक जॉयफुल कंडीशन में आप रह सकते हैं और जा सकते हैं। इट्स लाइक ए मेडिटेशन, इट्स लाइक ए मेडिटेशन इफ यू आर रीडिंग ए बुक विद एन इंटरेस्ट और इसमें आप अगर डीपली इन्वॉल्व है तो दैट्स लाइक ए मेडिटेशन और ये आपको बहुत पूरी लाइफ लॉन्ग बहुत हेल्प करता है। और अभी मेरी बात हो रही थी डायस में तो मुझे पता चला कि इसमें छोटे बच्चों से लेकर के बड़े लोगों तक सबके लिए हर तरह की बुक्स का यहाँ पर जो एग्जीबिशन है this fair is for all kind of books related to all kind of subjects or all age groups. So this is really a very that's my pleasure that I've been invited in this inaugural function and an opportunity has been given to me to interact with you. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि फेयर का सबको बहुत उत्सुकता के साथ इंतजार होगा। तो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा ना बोलते हुए यहीं पर है अपनी गाड़ी को विराम देती हूँ और ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को और जितने ऑफिशियल्स एसोसिएटेड है विद टैगोर सोसाइटी आई विल रियली एक्सटेंड माय हार्टफुल थैंक्स फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी हियर एंड इंटरैक्ट विद यू। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for these inspiring words. To provide us with an overview of the success and highlights of the previous years, book fair, I would like to invite Mr. Rashid Chaudhary, General Secretary, Tagore Society, to present the report on the book fair.
Dr. Ranjita Gupta, our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Jituraj Sinar, our guest of honor, Dr. H.S. Hall, President of the Tagore Society, Mr. Santanu, Dr. Santanu Chakraborty, Chairman of the Book Fair Committee, and ladies and gentlemen, and my young friends. Today I stand here, but my memory back in 1985, when our first book fair was organized with 17 publishers and total sale 7.5 lakh. Last year, total sale of the books were about 1 crore and 68 publishers have taken part. This year, there is 38 Jamshedpur book fairs. Here, 67 publishers have come with various types of books, English, Hindi, Bengali, Urdu, Sautari, etc. I think that people will come in thousands and thousands. They should browse through the book, they should handle the book, and if possible, they inspire their children to handle this book also. I appeal to the young generation, please come in this fair and handle the various types of books, and if possible, and then purchase it. Whether you purchase or not, but you must handle the book. You must browse through the book. This is my appeal. And this year I have already told you that 67 publishers have taken part. And another thing, this fair is free for the students, because this fair is for young generation, mainly for the students. Student community should come, thousands and thousands in number. And for that, all school students are free to come here. No get money will be charged. We have already distributed thousands and thousands coupons to all the schools of Jamshedpur. And even then, the students who have not got this coupon, they can also come with their uniform. So please, I appeal to the guardians, appeal to the citizens of Jamshedpur that please bring your children with you in this matter. Thank you very much.
Mr. Jituraj Sinar to say a few words and share his insights with us.
Dr. Anjali Gupta, Vice Chancellor, Jamshedpur Women's University, and Chief Guest for the evening, other members of the dais, Dr. Shantanu, Dr. Paul, Mr. Ashish Chaudhary, all present here, all the members of the Tagore Society, the people who have put up the book fair, members of the media, and my dear friends. Now, and I was told that this is started in 85, which counts for 40, but the only 2 years that were probably missed were the years of the COVID. So it's something which the longevity of this fair itself speaks of the dedication with which the society has been organizing this fair. So a job very well done. And I still remember the first few years that I visited here, and my visits have become more and more less as my children have grown older. But we used to come here regularly, my wife still does, and we would find useful stuff here. But unfortunately, some of the points which Dr. Anjali Gupta made about the changing age of people present here, it doesn't suggest that children are really more interested in books. So that's unfortunate. And as long as we will continue to have me and Dr. Anjali Gupta sit on the dais, to be able to pull in children again to this book fair. Otherwise, this book fair will slowly be a place where old people like us would come, have a nice evening, enjoy the books, and then go home. And that is something which is essential for us, because as generation we feel that books, as was rightly mentioned, are the true friends. And they are the best way of learning, so to say. You might have internet, you might have mobile, but this still is the best way of learning. All these years that I've visited here, I've go to a management course, they will take half a day to just explain to you what the new generation lingo is all about. It is not Hindi, it is not English, it's something which is different. And there are words which are used which is different. And I'm sure when people of our generation see those words and see the way it is read and spelled, the grammar, the punctuation, we feel like these children need to be pushed to books. The language is very funny for all of us. It doesn't match our taste, so to say, because my son tells me, Papa, how we write a WhatsApp message. But we can't do anything else. I mean, that's what we have learned. That's what we have learned and grown up with. So, to that effect, this book fair is trying its best to continue and ensure that proper classical language is still taught and people still keep pace with it. To do this excellent work, obviously it will continue very far into many years, and I'm sure it celebrates its Golden Jubilee in a few years' time, in maybe 12 years' time, and we will all be here. I'm sure this crowd will be there, but I would rather want to see younger crowd thronging this place and coming to this place to enjoy the book fair. So thank you once again for calling me here. Love to come here again, but as I said, you will do a better job if you can get some youngsters. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those thought-provoking words. A memento is always a small gesture to remember a special occasion and a deep appreciation and gratitude. We would now like to present a memento to our esteemed chief guest and our guest of honor. May I kindly request Dr. Shantanu Chakrabarti to come forward to do the honors.
পিছনে আসুন।
that the 38th Jamshedpur Book Fair organized by Tagore Society is open.
Acknowledge the efforts and contributions of everyone who made today possible. To express our heartfelt gratitude, I would like to invite Dr. Chakravarti to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on the days as well as in the ground. And after the formal book fair has been formally inaugurated, I think it's a formal task that remains to be done to acknowledge the help and cooperation and wholehearted help from all the people who participated, directly or indirectly. A book is like a door. A door opens up into a new world. Whenever we go from the play to this fairground to one of these doors inside the door, it's a new world altogether. And when you are going out of your main residence, the entire world outside welcomes you. In fact, books are like balconies in buildings where you can relate to the world outside. You can see the rain, the sky, the sun, the moon, and the greenery. And I believe in these days of viral social media problem, it's all the more essential that we pay more attention to books. That to kill a culture, you don't need to burn books. To kill a culture, you don't need to burn books. You just arrange to stop people from reading. So long as people read, nobody can kill them. At the end of my preamble before the formal vote of thanks, I will be as viral as possible. And we should all play our role in spreading this virus as widely as possible. This brings me to the formal last part, concluding part of my 2-minute speech. I thank wholeheartedly on behalf of this society, the chief guest, Professor Dr. Jamshedpur Gupta, and the guest of honor, Mr. Vikuraj Sinha, for raising the occasion and making this day memorable for all of us. Not to forget all the publishers who are participating have put up their stalls, something around 60 to 70, I think 68. Without them, the fair would fail. With cameras and pens and papers, we thank them all for covering this function. The audience, though it's a bit thinned out now, the chairs are now mostly empty, but still those who are loitering here and there and entering the stalls which are now open, we thank them all. Staff of Tagore Society who have been continuously helping the entire organization of this memorable book fair here as well. Thank you very much for being here and making it a success. Now the next part remains: visit the stalls, buy the books, read the books. And as the philosopher Bacon said, some books are to be tasted only. Some books are to be swallowed. Only some books are to be chewed and digested. Thank you.